on TikTok. We are live everywhere right now. Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, X or Twitter, everywhere. We are live. Welcome, welcome, welcome one and all to our live broadcast. I am Josh Goldstein, your favorite immigration lawyer, and I am here to chat with you, to answer every question that you've ever had about U.S. immigration law, how to get a work permit, how to get a green card, how to reach your immigration goals so you can live with your loved ones in the United States, living your best life. This is what I'm all about. This is what I'm here for. And I have yet to have my first question. I wonder who will be the first person to get that. That is so cool. We have a lot of great people join us. Sarah Yasmin is here. Oh my God. She's one of our favorites. She's joined us. Folks are pouring in on Instagram. I can't lie, one eye on the Dodger game and one eye on this live. So I am multitasking right now. This is what I do for you. Sacrificing my Dodger fandom I'm actually kind of tired after the last night's game. I was up till midnight watching the Dodgers pull out that 300th inning win. But yet we have yet to have our first question. I wonder who will ask this first question. If you don't know me already, I'm Josh Goldstein. I'm an immigration lawyer who's truly passionate about helping you reach your goals. I'm based in Los Angeles, and I help people in all 50 states and around the world. And that's what I do. We have our first question from Odene Joseph. Odene, welcome. It says, hello, if my I-45 is reviewed twice, is it a problem? I'm not sure what you mean by that. What does it mean to be reviewed twice? In what way is it reviewed twice? How do you know it's reviewed twice? What notification did you get about that? Tell me more, because I'm not quite sure what you mean. Don't quite know. It says, Mr. Grant, this is a person on Instagram, says, my name is Freddie. Welcome. Welcome, my friend. Sarah, what questions do you have? How are you doing tonight? Who out there is rooting for the Dodgers? Hola, attorney. Aloha, attorney, says Maria Labinlove. Labinlove. What's going on? Aloha. I'm going to follow that person. Yes, she's awesome. Anybody who says aloha. Here we go. Umar says, can you give information about SIJ? Court approved me, but I'm waiting for my green card 1 year. It's a process. It takes time. Don't give up. It's only been a year. Good morning from Indonesia. Good morning to our friends in Indonesia. Does a governor's pardon help with the larceny conviction? Do you already have a governor's pardon, or are you seeking a governor's pardon? Sometimes these are very, very difficult to get, and they may not even be necessary. So make sure you're working with the help of a good immigration lawyer. I've been doing this for 25 years, more than 25 years. I've yet to see a gubernatorial pardon. Do I charge for consultations? Most of the time we do. It's $150. You can ask me any question you want for free here. Hello from Peru. Buen dia. Buen dia in Peru. Hello, my name is Jacob. I'm currently on an H-1B. I'm outside the country. I have my visa and valid until 2020. How long can I stay outside the U.S.? I don't have a project now. I don't know, but you better get back here. Here's Danny'sburg. I love your bravery and exhibition of smartness. I like that. That's a good compliment. I appreciate that so much. Yaya just got the #1 badge here. What other questions do we have? Here's Roula Walizada. Hello, I have questions about F2A Afghanistan. Can you give me good advice, please? Yes, I got you. Ask me your specific question. And if you go in TikTok, right up in the corner here, and you hit that like button, this would help me tremendously. So just hit that like button, and I'll be helped out very much so. TikTok will share this with more people. And if you're on Instagram, and post a question, and I would be very, very appreciative of that. Let's see what Odene says. I was interviewed in July, last October, and it's reviewed a second time. I received a notification. We take action on your case. Go to my USCIS account, and it's just reviewed a second time. Well, we don't really know what that means, and I wouldn't read too much into it. So don't stress. Here's Lady D0541 on Instagram. Can a military kid help parents of illegal status that came across the border without a visa? Yes, it's called Military Parole in Place. It's a program that I love, that I believe in, that I help a lot of people with. And if you need help with that, just reach out to me in my bio. Here's a question from Mr. X on TikTok. If I have my green card 2 years, can I travel to my country? It's hard for me to say whether you can travel to your country because it depends on a few different factors. Number one, did you get your green card through Asylum? Did you get your green card through Asylum? Because if you did get your green card through Asylum, then you can't go to your home country. Here's Raula Walizada. I don't have TikTok. My case is DQ'd, but I'm suspended or not. Why do you think you're suspended? What's that all about? I don't know. When someone has a different removal granted, cat can be deported. Can I take a cruise to the Caribbean with my VAWA green card? Sure, why not? That's awesome. Nikki Beauty, have the best Caribbean cruise ever. I think that sounds awesome. My I-130 was approved, but I-45 is closed administratively. Okay, why was it closed? I don't get that. Now, to answer the question about CAT, CAT is the Convention Against Torture. Before Trump became president a second time, I would have told you, I would have told you that it's impossible to be deported if you have this status. But now they are deporting people to other third countries. So I don't know what to say. Asylum, interview asylum based on private agnosticism from a Muslim country. Is it good or bad? I don't know enough about that claim to have an opinion. I'd have to look into it a little more. Gallo Gerstein. I used to live in the States. I asked for voluntary departure 16 years ago. I was given 204C. Is there any way I can ever go back? That's a little complicated. Maybe you could get a tourist visa to come back and visit. But I think it's might be unlikely. Here is Amerverk HR41 asking for my brother. He crossed illegally and was arrested by Border Patrol and released. Can he get I-94? I don't think so. Winwoof. How long does it take an IJ to terminate removal proceedings after I file a motion to terminate? I don't know. Maybe it'll take a few months. It's hard to say. How can I bring my sister? If you're a U.S. citizen, you can petition to bring your sister to the United States. How cool is that? Let's see here. Can I change institutions on an SN F1? Yes, but you have to contact your international student office. That's not so easy. All right. If you have a 2-year green card, can he travel back home? Generally, you can. Also, Mahmoud, what flag is that? What flag is that next to the U.S. flag? I want you to tell me which flag that is. Sometimes I see people's flags and I'm like, I don't know that flag. I should know that. And you're going to tell me, and then I'm going to go, oh, I should know that. My country was banned. What if my neighbor doesn't know me? Can he say is a good person or bad person if I apply my passport? I wouldn't worry about your neighbor. I know there's been some talk about that. Somalia, I knew that. I know there's some talk about that, but I wouldn't worry about it too much. Hey, Josh, would it be a disadvantage getting a green card citizenship down the line due to deportation? ESTA's been canceled due to 214B. I don't understand that question. Let me try it again. Would it be a disadvantage to getting a green card down the line due to deportation? ESTA's been canceled. I don't understand that question. Don't understand. It says Punta Land is part Somalia. I'm confused. Yes. Oh, can you tell me about co-sponsor for K1 visa? Is it okay or a red flag? It's okay. No problem. We do co-sponsors all the time. You're talking about the I-864. Yeah, that's not a problem. Any approvals for green cards, asylum based? Yes, you can do that. Definitely. My wife's interview for I-730 was canceled. No rescheduling outside of the U.S. Amman embassy. Please answer. Okay. If you have a question about an I-730, listen very carefully because I'm going to explain it to you. First of all, what's an I-730? If you have asylum or refugee status, you have the right to petition for your spouse and your minor children with the I-730. Donald Trump doesn't like that. So when he became president, he passed a proclamation and he said, no more I-730s will be approved. That's what he said, basically. And so the I-730 visa petition can be approved. You can do an interview. You can do everything, but they will not grant the I-730. So it's impossible. ¿Cuánto cuesta una consulta abogado? $150 normalmente. Algunos son gratis. Y discúlpeme por mi muy mal español también. Encourage viewers to, if you share this live in your feed, then many blessings will come to me and the TikTok algorithm will shine favorably on me. Can you do a video about I-131 parole? Haitian people are still confused about this opportunity. Is there a specific question that you have about that? Mohammed, I finally got his flag right, so thank you. Can I get a private consultation with you, Josh? Says Omar Mohammed. Yes, you can. It would be my privilege and honor to do that. Has this just started? It started 12 minutes ago, Lottie, but I'll keep going as long as you have questions, as long as everybody's around. I want to be of value to everyone. I want to be helpful. And the score in the Dodger game is 0-0 at the bottom of the second inning. If you're supporting the Dodgers, let me know in the comments. If you're supporting the Blue Jays, let me know as well. If you don't care about baseball, then let me know that too. I'm very curious. I'm getting kind of swept away in the Dodger mania here in Los Angeles. Nisha Brown 7027. Hi, Josh. Hello. Blue Jays for Abdurrahman Mohammed. Okay. Vladimir Guerrero is pretty cool, I got to admit. Austin says, after submitting an asylum application by mail, how many days can I receive a letter of acknowledgement? I would say you should get it within 2 months. You should get it within 2 months. Hopefully you send it in a trackable way so you can figure out where that is. Huma Mohammed, go Dodgers. Thank you. Jose Chavez. Let's see. I have a question. Can I talk to you? Yes, you can, West. Let me know in your comments what questions you have. How long does it take to get an EAD? Depends on the case type. Lots of factors, but I'd say roughly 4 months. Let's go with that. I want to come up there and talk to you. Okay? Let's do it. Send me your request. And I will, what's your, West. Is that West? I'm going to bring in West. Okay, it's a risky move on my part, but I'm bringing in a guest who I haven't talked to before. Let's see what question. Hello? I have
a quick question for you.
Yes, brother.
If you have a wife living back home, which is Kenya, And
Okay.
I have a son, which is he's a citizen already.
Okay.
I already got. So I'm trying to sponsor them to bring them to the U.S. But my son is a U.S. citizen. He still lives with his mom back home in
Okay.
Kenya, and I live in the States. So how can I start doing that?
Okay. Let me just be clear and make sure I understand this correctly. You live in the United States.
Yep.
Your wife lives in Kenya.
Yep.
Which country is she from originally?
Kenya.
She's Kenyan. Okay.
Yep.
And are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Okay.
And my son too.
And your
We
son's
have a child together. He have a right, which is like he become a citizen already. I have his U.S. passport.
Okay.
I have his social security.
Okay. So you have a U.S. citizen son, and you have a wife who's Kenyan, and you want to bring her to the United States.
Yes.
Okay. Great. Okay. I'm going to explain exactly how this happens. And if anybody has questions about this process, let me know in the comments. So first of all, you're married, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. So what you need to do is file a visa petition for your wife. It's called an I-130. You file this visa petition, and maybe 6-8 months later, it'll be approved. At this point, the file goes to the National Visa Center. They're going to ask you for more forms, more fees, more documents, and more information. You provide all this stuff, and 6 months later, roughly, they're going to say, congratulations, your case is documentarily qualified. Okay? At this point, you're waiting for an interview in Nairobi. At the interview, they're going to bring her in. They're going to evaluate the application for the visa, make a decision, hopefully give her the visa. And if they give her the visa, she comes into the United States, and the green card shows up in the mail. The process is going to take 18 months, roughly.
18 months?
Yeah.
That's what I was expecting, but I looked it up on Google. I searched everything. Seems like her child that she has is a U.S. citizen, and she's a Kenyan citizen, and I'm an American citizen, both me and my child.
Yeah.
Do I need a lawyer to file it, or just file?
Do you need a lawyer? Well, you're not required to have a lawyer, right? But many people hire lawyers like me because they want to make sure that it's done properly, that it goes well, that things go smoothly. They want my knowledge, skills, experience, and insights to help them. And some people are like, well, I want to try and do this on my own. And that's fine too. I have tons and tons of videos. I make several videos every day on every single immigration topic under the sun. And, it's up to you. But I think the process that I outlined is generally the one that you need to go through. Okay?
Thank you. I had a friend of mine that did before Trump was a president.
Yeah.
So I thought it was like stuff changed.
Lots of things have changed. Nothing's getting easier. If you want my help, you can make an appointment using the link in my bio, and I can go through your case in more detail. And I want to thank you for being one of the only guests I've ever had on here. You're really cool. So I appreciate that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. I really appreciate it.
All the best, brother. You take care.
You give me a hope.
Oh, for sure you can do this. Absolutely. Okay?
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Take care, my friend.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, have a good night. All right. That was West joining us. Anybody have questions about that? That was really cool. He was great. Anybody else want to come on and ask me questions? If you're on Instagram, you can do that. If you're on TikTok, you can do that. Here's Gallo Gerstein. Let's get him on here. On LinkedIn. No, he's on. Let's see how this goes. I thought that was pretty cool. He asked some good questions. I hope other people, did you find that helpful? If you want to ask me questions, you can request to join, and I can let you in. If anybody wants to join, here we go. Let's get this guy on here. Yeah, if you find it helpful and you want to join, that would be really cool. It's kind of risky because hey, what's going on, brother? We have a friend of ours who's joined us from Instagram. Tell me your name, my friend. What's your name?
My name is AP.
AP. Sure.
So, do you think if the person who has a court hearing in California in a court,
Okay.
ICE can arrest him.
Oh, the question is, can ICE arrest someone who has a court appearance?
Yeah.
Well, what type of court appearance?
For the asylum.
Okay. So could ICE arrest somebody who has a court appearance for asylum?
Yes. Because my community is scared right now to go to the court, but I'm telling them go to the court, go to the see the
All right.
legal-
Okay, so let's play this out. You have two options, right? The options are what? Go to court or not go to court. Do you agree?
Yeah.
If you go to court, I don't think they're going to arrest you unless there's something you haven't told me, right? Is there a criminal case? There's a warrant for this person's arrest? Has a person already been deported? No. The person applied for asylum and they're there to get asylum from the judge, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that you won't get arrested if you go to court to have your day in court for asylum. But let's do the other side of the plan. What if you do not? What if you do not?
Then you are absent here and you are getting arrested for sure.
I wouldn't say you're getting arrested for sure, but I agree with you. The judge is going to call your name. When you're not there, the judge is going to order you to be deported in absentia. And then there will be a warrant for your arrest. Okay.
Yeah.
And ICE will be looking for you. And if ICE arrests you, you're not going to be appearing before a judge. You're going to be, the next time you get out of jail will be in your home country.
Yeah, I know that. Because
So-
that was the main question from of many people. They should go or they shouldn't go. What they're gonna do?
I think you got to go and you got to get a good lawyer and you got to come up with a plan for success.
No problem. Thank you.
Thanks, brother. Take care.
You too.
All right. That was also helpful. Did you think that video was helpful? Anybody who wants to talk to me, put in the request. This is going pretty well. I hope people are getting value out of this. Has anything changed on the I-730 or is it still stuck? It's stuck. Yeah. I'm going to see who wants to jump on and talk to me. Let's see. Adamal. All right. We have someone. Adamu Hassan Husseini. What's up?
Hello.
Hello, brother.
How are you? Hear me?
Salam alaikum. I'm fantastic. How are you doing?
Good.
What questions can I answer for you, my friend?
My wife is from America, so I get green card 2 years ago. There's 2 years conditional. Okay.
I'm having trouble hearing you. Okay, I don't know what happened to that person.
Hear me now?
Oh, I can hear you perfectly now. Thank you.
Okay. I say me. For example, when you marry citizen American.
You married an American citizen.
Yes.
Okay.
So now you already have green card for 2 years conditional.
You have a 2-year conditional green card.
Yes.
Okay.
Once yes, you want to divorce.
Okay.
She bring everything for divorce. She
Yes.
has divorce. So what I do for renew my green card is no problem.
Okay, this is a very good question, and I hope everybody else can understand this. I'm going to repeat it. What happens if you get married to a U.S. citizen? You get a green card that's good for 2 years, and then
Yes.
your wife says, no, I want to get a divorce from you.
Yes.
What do you do in that case? Well, in order to keep your green card, you have to do 2 things, right?
Okay.
First, you have to get a divorce. So the divorce is a good thing.
Yeah.
Okay. To get your green card, you had to prove that you were together. And now to keep your green card, you have to get a divorce. It doesn't make sense, but that's the rule. The second thing you need to prove, and this is more difficult, you have to prove that even though your marriage ended in divorce, you have to prove that the reason that you got married was for good faith reasons, that your relationship was genuine, that you lived with her, you had children with her, you had a wedding, you met her parents, you shared your life, you traveled with her, that sort of thing.
I have, yeah.
Yeah. So if you can get a divorce and you can prove that the relationship was genuine, you can get a green card. And it sounds self-serving for me as a lawyer to tell people you should hire a lawyer, right?
Okay.
But in this case, this is not an immigration case that I think you should try on your own.
Okay.
So if you want help, go to my bio, book an appointment. I'll help you out. Okay?
Where are you living?
I live in California, but I help people in all 50 states and around the world. So no matter where you are, I can help you out.
Okay, I'm in Pennsylvania. Okay.
No problem, brother. We got you.
Okay.
Wherever you are, we'll take care of you.
Okay. What I do now for take appointment for online talk to you.
Yeah, just go to my bio and you can find a link where you can book an appointment with me. Okay?
For call, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All right, brother. You take care. I'm going to help you out.
Thank you.
All right. All right. This is going well. We're having great questions here. Who else wants to join us? Thank you. I have not taken people in appointments like this. Let's see who else we can get here. Are you finding this interesting? Is this helpful to you? We have Jessica Tamasha. Jessica, are you with us?
Yes, thank you for having me.
Hey, Jessica, how's it going?
Going well, thank you. How are you?
I'm fantastic. It's great to talk to you, and I would love to hear what's on your mind and how I can help you out.
So, I am a citizen for the last 3 years, and trying to date abroad. And I was wondering if student visa, K1 visa or marriage visa, what do you recommend? And I have a brother who is doing the same.
Okay, you and your brother are both.
Actually preparing to travel to meet the girlfriend.
That's great.
Yeah, so we're looking into filing for.
Okay, fantastic. So my answer would help you and would help your brother.
Yeah, he's here with me.
Okay. So which country are you from, by the way?
Uganda.
Uganda. Okay. Kampala.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
I didn't know that.
well, I have a lot of clients from Uganda and they're all very, very smart and capable. But let's get to your question. So are you engaged to get married to someone in Uganda?
No, I am not engaged. That's an issue. I went to visit in December and we didn't get engaged.
Okay.
I wasn't really serious, but when I came back, I
got serious. We have another viewer also from Uganda who's Cliff. Well, look, I mean, let me just throw out some ideas. You could go back to Uganda and you could pay another visit to your lucky guy. And if everything goes well, you could get married, you could get engaged, or you could get married while you're there. And you're a U.S. citizen, is that right?
Yes.
You're a U.S. citizen, so as a U.S. citizen, you could get married and then petition for him as your husband. And then he could bring him to the U.S. How does that sound?
How long will that take?
It might take maybe 16 months, roughly.
Do I have to use a lawyer?
Yeah, I answered the question in the last meeting. Do you have to use a lawyer? Okay. Are you legally required to hire a lawyer? No. There are lots of people who are determined to do this on their own. The reason that people hire me and other lawyers like me is because I have knowledge, skills, experience, and insights into this, and I can make it go better and faster and increase your chance of getting approved, make sure things go smoothly. But if you're determined to do it on your own, then that's good too. I have tons of video content, and either way, I wish you great success with this.
If I don't want to wait all that 16 months, seems like forever.
Yeah.
And I am busy. I'm not having much time to really make another trip right away. What would you advise?
Well, you could file a fiance visa, but I don't love the fiance visa. Something I don't know. I mean, we file them in our office, right? We file them in our office, and so I mean, it works. But there's something about being married and the person's your husband, and you're the spouse of a U.S. citizen. It's just given a lot more respect by consulates. And I think I just think it works better. And then there's, would you rather pay a lawyer to do 2 processes or once? Or one, it's cheaper, it's fast. I think there's some advantages, but there are immigration lawyers who I respect who disagree with me. The fiance visa actually will take less time. So if that's really important to you, then do that. Okay?
How long will a fiance visa take, do you think?
I would say 4 months quicker, maybe 12 months, something like that. The processing times that I'm predicting are very uncertain, by the way.
Another question is the sibling petition still a thing in this administration? Because
yes,
I wanted
you can apply for your brother or your sister, but it's going to take 10 to 15 years. 10 to 15 years. Yeah. Jessica, I got to go. I'm going to go take some questions. You take care. Have a great night.
You too.
Okay. Thank you. I'm going to read some of the questions that people are putting in the comments because I don't want to ignore everybody. Let me just see what's going on here. Can green card holders travel? Generally, yes, you can travel. I have a 48-month extension letter with an expired green card. Can I travel? A 48-month? Yes, you can travel with that generally. Jake Shadow, I want to talk to you. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. I don't know how to do this. Disconnect. I'm going to disconnect Jessica. So work with an attorney, says no one. Yes, I think it's better to have a lawyer. There is no legal process in the United States that works better when you don't have a lawyer. Okay? It's just the way it is. I'm going to take a bunch more questions before I bring on guests because I don't want people to think their comments are being ignored. Jake Shadow wants to talk to me. One mistake's going to take 3 months. Yeah, or the whole case might go sideways. Naz Nouri, how can we get someone who in detention in Louisiana has appeal dismissed? Said Noor, I have a green card with no criminal history. Are they still checking phones? They might not. Erica Robinson, do you work on deportation defense? That's not the key thing that we do in our office. No. USCIS's in the care attorney numbers are just, yeah, I mean, if an attorney is with you, they respect that. And they makes them treat you differently and better. Sakir Shahir, I got my green card through Asylum. Can I go back to my home country? No, you cannot. If you do, it's going to cause problems for you. Okay? Want to be clear on that. It's going to cause problems for you. Can I take to you? Yes, you can talk to me. Jose Chavez, if you have a 601 waiver approved and you get arrested by ICE, will they take that into account? I don't know. Sakir Shahir, show me a clear way to see my family. Why don't you petition to bring your family to the United States? Any update about the I-730 for Afghanistan at the MVC? No. The I-730s are not being processed and approved because of the refugee ban that Trump has. I'm sorry about that. People are getting arrested in court for final hearings in California for asylum case? I don't know about that. I don't know how normal that is. Can I naturalize with a felony conviction for possession? I had an immigration case, was terminated. I'd have to look at that. I can't answer that generally. So I'd have to look at it before I gave you advice on that. Kareem Jihad, can anything you can do for a K1 from a banned country? My I-129F. Yes, you have to go get married and start over, Kareem. When I tell people this, they get mad and they don't like my advice because they realize they're going to have to start from square one, and I'm sorry about that. But the travel ban is the travel ban. What can you do? You have to come up with a plan for success. Jake Shadow, I'm an international student out of status and I'm getting married next month. I need your help. Jake, I got you. Contact me using the link in my bio and I will take care of you right away to make sure that you get treated well and that your case is sorted out. Amy is here. Hello. Welcome one and all. Let's see. What other questions do we have? Oh, okay. Can you please cover HR 875? Is it safe to travel as a green card holder with a DUI back in 2017? I'm stressing about the DUI law that the Senate is going to vote on. Okay. Anybody interested in HR 875, the DUI law? Okay. Every time I go live, someone asks me this question, and there is no such thing as a dumb question. We all know that, right? But nevertheless, this is a question that I answer every single time, and I'm going to answer it again. So my friend who asked me this question, I want you to listen very carefully. You do not have to worry about HR 875, okay? You do not have to worry about HR 875. If you have a DUI, you have nothing to worry about. This law will not pass. There's no chance of passing. But Josh, how can you be so sure that this law is not going to pass? It already passed. Blah, blah, blah. No, it's not going to pass. It will not pass. And next week, when you ask me that question, it's still not going to be passed. And next year, when you ask me about it, it's still not going to be passed. It's just the end of it. This person, I'm unloading on them. She's like, it's the first time I've joined this live. No, it's not going to be a problem. The HR 875 thing is not going to be the law. You got nothing to worry about. Don't stress. It's all good, okay? Now, Yasser Fuad. Hey, Josh, you're looking amazing as always. Do you help lottery winners fill out the DS-260 properly? And how long does it take processing UK in a few days? Yes. So, yeah, I can help you with DV lottery win. Congratulations. We need to make sure that you actually get the visa and the green card. So being selected for the lottery is not enough. Now, someone said, hey, do you mind explaining why it won't pass? Because they don't have the votes. For a law to pass in the Senate, they need over 60 votes, okay? Over 60 votes to break through the filibuster. The only law that they passed concerned taxes and so on, because there's an exception to the filibuster for that. But otherwise, it's not going to work, okay? How much does it cost to renew a green card? It depends. There's one type of green card renewal, the I-751, and then there's another type of green card renewal called the I-90. And then a lot of times, people who think they should renew their green card, I try to talk them into applying for citizenship. So the price is something that we have to explore later. Someone said, you just brought my soul back to my body. Thank you so much. I'm absolutely certain that this DUI law will not pass. I'm absolutely certain. Now, is it possible that I could be wrong? No, I can't be wrong. There's no way. It's not going to pass. So your soul can be back in your body. It's all good. It's all good. Can marriage green card holders travel after a divorce? Generally, yes. Can you adopt your half sibling and bring her? No, that's probably not going to work. Shelba Moore, hello. She says, good. Do you take asylum cases? Sometimes we do. Is winning asylum right now possible? Yes, it is. I think it helps to have a lawyer. Yes, I think they treat your case differently. I do. I do think that. And by the way, if you click the like button on my live, more people will see this. If you share this live, more people will see it and it will help me out. So if you're getting value out of this, please like this live, follow me, and click the share button. So thank you, Chrissy. How can I study in America? I'm Somali. Got to apply for student visa. El Mao followed me. Silek followed me. Victoria Yither. Is there a delay with the J1 waiver, and can I adjust my status through merit for the waiver's approval? No, you can't. You need a waiver. So wait for the waiver to get approved before you file your I-45. Trust me on that. I know what I'm talking about. Just trust me. Here's a question from Inez2994. I-730, 18 months, no approval. Is that normal? So the I-730 cannot possibly be approved. The visa petition can be approved. You can get a piece of paper in the mail that says approved, but you cannot actually get the visa from the I-730 right now because Trump has a travel ban. Okay? So should you file an I-730? Yes, you should. Yes, you should. I want to talk to you. You can talk to me. My phone number is right above my head on YouTube. So you can call me and make an appointment and message me. You can slide into my DMs. I'm here for you, whatever you need. Helen Miles joined me. Who else has a questions? Amr, Josh, great to see you. You have an approved I-130 with a wife and applied for a waiver. Okay, that's great. What's your question, sir? Hassan Bazil, hello. My lawyer is telling me not to apply for citizenship and don't travel outside the U.S. because I have a DUI and won't go into details. Probably time to get a new lawyer. Yes, I think so. I think you can get approved. I've got lots of people approved for citizenship with DUIs. Do I travel to help clients in court? Yes, I do. Absolutely. Shad Naveed, I sent an email to talk to you. I'm waiting for your response. Is it better to apply for a TN visa at a land border crossing or have your employer submit it online? I don't do a lot of TN visas, so I'm not an expert on this. Can you help me? I'm stateless. I can try. I can try. Hoagie, what is the law about aiding and abetting criminals can disbar? I don't know. I don't know what that is. I love you, lawyer, very much. A lawyer fought very much for my mom during her citizenship interview. King of Love, can you help the I-130 for which is not proof yet? My daughter has cancer. Can I bring her to the U.S.? I'd love to help you with that. It sounds like really compelling issues are at stake. Can parents still get citizenship through sons being in the military, or is it on hold? It's possible. Yeah.